Hey guys, Mobius1 here, bringing you another Star Wars Galaxies emulator video. In this one, I'm going to be answering the question, what is swipe? Now, unless you've been following my channel, you probably have no idea what swipe is. It's not really a part of Galaxies, it's actually a new guild that I have formed. Swipe, which stands for Simulated Wipe, is a guild that is attempting to emulate the experience that one would get if the Basilisk server had actually wiped. Now what that means is everybody in the guild has to join on a brandly new created toon, fresh off the character creation, no influence from any other player whatsoever, not even your own alts. Then once you're in the guild, you're not allowed to interact with anybody outside the guild in just about any way imaginable. This means no getting buffed by doctors outside the guild, no getting buffed by entertainers outside the guild. No buying anything off of any bazaar terminal or vendor from anyone outside the guild. No using shuttles in player cities. Pretty much anything in-game that did not come from the Swipe guild is off limits to Swipe members. Now, we have come up with a couple of exceptions to these rules, but I'm not going to talk about them in this video. This video isn't just going over the rules of the guild. It's more or less getting the word out there so that people are aware of it. So what we decided to do was start just to the southeast of Kadara, up here in the northeast corner of Naboo. And over the past 2 weeks, we've actually grown quite a bit. We've got not only the guild hall that we started with, which was the only outside influence we've had, but several characters have already gotten houses and factories set up around here. So it's going pretty well. We finally got some swoops, because obviously we didn't have anybody to make vehicles when we first started, so I don't think Basilisk has seen that many X-31 land speeders flying around at the same time in years. But things are going surprisingly well after 2 weeks. We do allow each player to have 2 characters in the guild, 1 combat toon and 1 non-combat toon, to help kind of work the interdependency of crafting professions between guild members. And our member count did just cross the 100 member threshold, and I don't know how many of those are unique players versus alts. Not everybody has 2 characters in the guild, so it's probably somewhere around the 70-75 member mark. If you've been following the channel for a while, you may have seen some of my past live streams were Swipe Guild hunts, where we've gotten together in a big group and gone out and done group hunting and resource gathering. That was really fun. But yeah, it's really been coming along. Myself, I've been working on Terraskasi and Doctor, and while I don't have a whole bunch of Terraskasi skills, as a matter of fact I don't have any yet, I'm still working up to Unarmed 4. I am quite a ways through Doctor. I finished the Doctor crafting grind today. I've got, as you can see, 3 skills in each of these branches here, so probably another couple of days I'll be a Master Doctor. So we've got some doc buffs. They're obviously not very strong because I've had to go out and collect all the resources from myself. Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun playing the game differently, you know? We wanted to find a way to make Galaxies more fun to play. And this was a really nice way to do it without having to move to a different server. We're still on Basilisk. So we're still technically helping out the Basilisk population, even though we're not really interacting with them, but who knows? I don't really know what we're going to do with this as it gets older. You know, once we're more along the lines of a typical guild that you would find in Galaxies, we might change things up a bit. I've got a couple of ideas we haven't talked to any of the other guild members about yet, so we'll see. We'll see what we decide to do with it, but I do want to let more people know about it because unless you watch my live stream videos, you probably had no idea what was going on. One other thing that we've done to kind of make things a little bit more interesting is we've implemented a Swipe achievement list. Now, this is still a work in progress, but it's something that I've always felt Galaxies should have. And I've talked about this on a couple live streams as well, where similarly to how you can earn badges in-game, this was a way to track different achievements across the entire guild. So, for example, first, get death blown. I was the first person in the guild to die on the day the guild was created, October 1st of this year. You know, first person to lose their X31, first person to use a non-starter weapon, first person to own a swoop, and the list just goes on. On the right-hand side here, you can see we've got all the people that mastered different professions. Who was the first person to master droid engineer, image designer, whatever. If I scroll down, we've got crafting first. So who's the first person to craft buffs? Who was the first person to craft medicine, armor, a backpack, everything. Loot, now like I said, this is still work in progress, so there's a lot more stuff we can add to this, but different looting achievements for clothing and armor attachments, some of the more rare junk loot, crystals, holocron, Sith holocron, crate pearl, Ewok crossbow, jetpack base, and then on the bottom right here we have guild-wide achievements, so start a city, complete the different dungeons or bunkers, Crawling Corvette, kill a Gorax, ancient crate dragon, and then eventually complete the Death Watch bunker. So, I mean, this is just something a little bit, again, to spice things up. If you're not sure what you want to do, you can always look at this and say, hey, you know, maybe you want to be the first person in the guild to ever wear a full suit of Stormtrooper armor, and that could be something that you work towards. So Swipe sounds like something that might interest you. You want to give it a shot. Make sure, first of all, that you have an empty character slot, because you are going to need to create a brand new toon in order to join. And the next thing I would do is probably join my Discord if you're not already. The link is going to be in the video description down below. We have a Swipe chat channel in there. Just join the server, say in that channel that you're interested in joining. Pretty much anybody in the guild can sponsor new members, and then there's a handful of officers that can accept new sponsorships. We're always looking for new members. This has been a really interesting and fun experiment so far. It's only been 2 weeks, but already a lot of people have returned to the game just to give it a shot, and they're really enjoying it, as well as myself. So if you're interested in joining Swipe, go ahead and click the Discord link down below, and I look forward to talking to you guys in Discord. So Mobius1 here, and a handful of Swipe members that I could gather at a short notice. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.